Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ida Lee, and this is Raw Emotions. I am a special needs mom, and it is my intention through this channel to help bring awareness to our community. A lot of us suffer in silence. This is a very lonely world, and yeah, awareness is the key. So, today I would like to talk to you about how I've asked for help. Right at the beginning, probably 5 or 6 months into being home, um, I had gone to one of the women in the church that we were at and had asked if there was a way, that we could have meals brought over. And I was told that because it's an older generational church, you can hear the dog barking in the background. um, that that was unfair to ask the elder women to prepare meals for us. So that was a bit of a sting, It's like, okay. So we had no help that way. For a period of time, my dad and my mother-in-law were helping bring meals, you know, uh, from Bob Evans, I believe it was, to help feed the family. Just because there's so much chaos. Even tonight, we ordered takeout. It's hard to find that last little oomph of energy to feed everybody. And some nights you just gotta say I give up. Ordering takeout. But so that was kind of a little bit of a slap in the face. So I thought, okay, and we had, gone through asking for help from various family members. And again, it's a hard life. We are always going to need help. And you have to show up. You just have to be here. All she is love. All she has is love. She has nothing, there's no ill will, there's no malice. Um, it's the purest form of love you will ever come across. And, the thing that I'm finding is those who cannot receive love are unable to give love. And that's profound. We live in a conditional love world. It's not unconditional, it's conditional. You don't think the way I think, you're ostracized. You have different beliefs, you do things differently, you talk differently. you know, you, I don't fit in, I fit out. I'm an outfitter. um, so anyways, that that was one of the ways that I asked for help, and asking, various family members and friends. And then, we were at another church, and it's hard, these larger churches, with the populations, that are in the cities and in the towns. These churches are so large, that they do small groups, which is great, and it's a great way to meet people, but special needs parents cannot do small groups. It's a day by day situation. You don't know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day, and it can start off being a good day, and it turns to shit like that. It can be a bad day, and all of a sudden she's raring to go. She's happy. Let's go. It's really hard to make plans. And no, we cancel all the time. It's part of our lives, and that's hard. I've lost quite a few friends who are unable to live this lifestyle, to be a part of it, and to share it. And we've had family as well. It's a lot of work. And like I said, you have to show up. You have to be here. And then, we were at another church, and the help just isn't there. You have to get into these small groups outside of the church setting. It's hard. You can have a sitter lined up. I can't just have a normal sitter. I have to have a respite care worker. I can't keep respite care workers. I can send her to the agency after school. So I can send her to school at 8 o'clock in the morning. She gets out of school at 2:30. she can go to an agency and be watched at the agency until what, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then be brought home. That doesn't work for me. She has a service dog. The dog's going to need to be fed. The dog's going to need food or water. If she's not feeling good, she's going to need her rescue medicine. You can't just give rescue medicine out in public. No. Especially in a government and setting. Yeah. So that doesn't work for me. I need somebody to come into my house. I have all of the equipment here. I have all of her wants and needs here, to take care of her. It just makes more sense, when everything's available here at the house. So it's really hard for me to understand, why it's so hard for workers to come out. I don't know. We're looking for our diamond in the rough. We're looking for our golden respite worker, and she'll show up. She'll show up. But so it's hard to meet people at churches. They did do a small fundraiser for us for the service dog, which was awesome. We had a great turnout, and we were able to make some money and donate it towards the dog, and it was awesome. But unfortunately, they lack as well. The special needs are a forgotten and lost community. We can't go to church every Sunday. You just can't, and when you're not present, when you're not there, people don't think about you. That's just how life is in any situation. But we were in the hospital. She had just got done having reconstructive hip surgery. That was from the DVT that was placed in her leg. That hip, unfortunately, her right hip never fully developed the way that it was supposed to. We still have issues with that leg, but she has it. She has it. And she had, after that surgery, she had gone into something called status epilepticus, which means that she was seizing uncontrollably. She had to be put into a medically induced coma. We were in ICU for 6 days. And that's the third time I've almost lost her. The third time. So while we were there, there was no food in the house. And I had called my son and had asked, if there was any way some food could be brought over, or dinners, I was the one who was going to stay in ICU. My husband and the kids were going to be at the house, driving back and forth. There was no need for all of us, to stay there. And food was brought over. Groceries were brought over, and it was appreciated. I was there for 6 days with her. That was the only way that Denny was able to eat. And the kids were able to eat. And after that, though, after we came home from the hospital, she was eyes only. And what that means is my husband and I were taking turns with her. When I wasn't asleep, he was watching her, and when I was awake, he was asleep. She was eyes only. Someone had to be watching her 24 hours a day. That's intense. That's insane. And there was still no help. There was no nurse. There was no one coming in and helping. And we didn't eat for 2 months. We didn't eat for 2 months. I had friends that were, available to bring food here and there. Your friends can only do so much, and your family can only do so much. I understand that. But when there's nothing, it's really hard. Who am I supposed to go to for help? Who am I supposed to ask? I've been asking. It kind of falls on deaf ears, and you kind of give up. I don't know anybody else coming out of the woodwork to ask. And yeah. So for 2 months, we didn't eat. And the thing that you need to understand and think about, any crisis that you're in or any trauma, it's all you can do to survive. It's all you can do to keep breathing in that moment. You're so stressed out. There's so much going on. The last thing on your mind is, I got to call so-and-so and ask them if they can come over and help. Or I got to call so-and-so and make plans. You don't think of anything like that. Your main focus is watching that child breathe and your breath. That's it. That's it. That when, this has been our lives for 9 years. Yes, some of it has been more severe, more traumatic, but the stress has always been up here. There's never a downtime. It's there's just never a downtime. You want to talk about cortisol levels and stress levels. I don't sleep. I get 2 to 3 consecutive hours of sleep at night, and that's it. That's it. And it's been that way for 9 years. And now let's add in, hospital visits, ICU visits. You don't sleep in the hospital. You don't sleep in the ICU. And then you still have to come home and jump right back into life. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I need help. So what am I doing? I am surrounding myself with my tribe. I am finding women who are passionate and loving and caring and want to help. They're not always available, but I know I have them. I know I've got my backup plan. And I encourage you, find your tribe. It's so important. Find your tribe. They're your people. And we all have them. You just have to find them. And I encourage you just to surround yourself with the people who love you and who want to be in your life. That's the key. Those who want to share your life with you, whether it be good or bad. They just want to be part of it. So yeah, I get tired of hearing myself talk sometimes. Kind of at that point right now. But real quick, as I'm getting ready to sign off, I just wanted to say I met a new friend today, and I'm super duper excited. She's another, special needs mom. And it's just, we just have a different connection. We don't have the same experience, but we walk the same path. And having somebody who understands you and can be there for you is huge. I keep forgetting my daughter has 1p36 deletion syndrome. I know I've said that, but our support group is 1p36dsa.org. And there is a closed group on Facebook, but that's my support group. Those are my girls. Those are my peeps. Those are my everything, and when she has a yearly conference, we put on a yearly conference once a year for all of the kiddos with 1p36. That's the one time in the entire year I can be surrounded by people who don't judge, who have open arms, who share everything they have with you, and send you off with love to last for the next year. So it's really important that we go to her conferences. And sometimes, we're unable to go because of the cost. It's hard to fly 5 people out to Texas. And driving right now is just not an option. So I think I need one of those. I want a handicap accessible RV. That's my life goal right there. Seriously, how awesome would it be to travel around the U.S. in an RV, handicap accessible RV? Oh, heaven. That would be also so cool. So cool. But thank you all. I appreciate your time and making it through. Real quick though, please share this. I need 100 subscribers. Apparently you can make money doing this. I was doing this for awareness. I have to have an outlet. I can't sit down for an hour and write a book. I can sit down for 15 minutes and talk. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, apparently if I can have 100 subscribers, I can start getting paid, and I've got a bathroom to pay for, people. I got a bathroom to pay for. So help a sister out. But I hope you all have a great night, and keep spreading your love, keep smiling, and be kind to yourself. That's the most important thing. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself a big old hug and tell yourself that you love you. I love you. Bye-bye.